I created a new squad. If you join in, I'm in the heli, hopefully.
I'm
Are you queuing?
Wait, what? It's not in... Why is it not queued me? What the hell? I was in the queue before, and then it just dropped me out of the queue.
Lock on party. Hi guys, Matthias, and yes, I've started to get into the heli gameplay a little bit in Battlefield 6, and it's not without its challenges. Now, for the main part of vehicle gameplay in Battlefield 6 so far has been mostly a big, massive lock-on party, and the heli gameplay is no exception. Well, it kind of depends on the map. In most cases, you don't need neither AA nor lock-on in order to shoot down a heli. It is just way too simple, actually. I've killed probably a lot more helis with the RPG than the amount of kills I have with the heli altogether. Now, I'm using the light rockets for my primary, and I maintain the lock-on for my secondary because, yes, lock-on party, as I said. And for now, I'm using the perk that gives you extra damage, and thinking about whether that is the best one or whether the reinforced armor or whatever it's called that gives you a little bit more health is the better choice. And as much as I wouldn't mind gunning for a better pilot, that has not been happening all that much, even though, you know, a couple of times here and there I've been able to just get into the gunner seat with a really experienced pilot. So now, normally when it comes to battlefield games and any type of aircraft, there's normally a big balance discussion between said aircraft and the natural counter, anti-air, whatever that may be. But in Battlefield 6, there is basically no real anti-air at all, and that is for two reasons. One, you don't need it because there are so many easy ways to shoot down the heli that is not really designed as anti-air, while at the same time the actual AA is pretty lackluster. Doesn't really serve much of a purpose. Now, I don't even know if the easiest way to shoot down a heli is to use the lock-ons or if it's the tow missile, which is what's killed me the most, I believe. But personally, I expect a lot of changes to be happening to the, to all of the vehicle gameplay. Now, flying the heli in Battlefield 6, to me it feels kinda slow, heavy, clunky. It doesn't give you as a pilot much of maneuverability or warnings for that matter when something that can one-hit kill you is on its way, whatever that may be. I also want to remind you of what I said earlier. I have just kind of recently started figuring out the flying, or well, the basic part of it. And I'm actually very surprised that when the patch notes were released 1.1.1.0, there was nothing mentioned about lock-ons or tow missiles or anything at all. So we'll see what happens in the near future, but I'm sure something is coming. Now here I'm actually gunning, and this is one of those more experienced pilots I was talking about, and it seems to me that maybe this is on purpose or maybe it's just randomly something that's happened, but the vehicles and infantry gameplay doesn't seem to be very interconnected, or it's almost like, at least on those bigger, more open maps, vehicles are fighting vehicles, infantry is fighting infantry, and as you can see here, the vehicles are kind of like in the outskirts of the map, while in the center of the map is where infantry players are duking it out. In this case, it's mostly just two flags located in two different buildings near one another. One thing that is kind of surprising to me is that the painting function, whether it's a scout or in a vehicle, doesn't seem to have any kind of cooldown, something that the flares and, basically every countermeasure has. Another experience I have with the heli is that when you do a dive bomb like this, or nose down to pick off a few infantry players, whenever you try to flatten or straighten the heli up again, it doesn't seem to have much power in the engines. It's very easy to just crash into the ground because it's, to me, has a seemingly rather weak engine, I guess. As much as it can be a little frustrating to not be able to keep this heli alive for more than a minute or two, I've had a lot of fun a few times here and there when I've actually been able to make a little bit of a difference. Now, the big trick when it comes to staying alive in the heli is whether or not you should fly high in order to avoid infantry fire like RPGs or even some of the tow missiles, while at the same time flying high up will leave you very, very vulnerable to anything that is lock-on, and there is a lot of it. So what I've noticed from other pilots, and I see this from myself looking back at this, is that you develop certain routes, certain specific strafes that you do over and over again, which of course makes you predictable and makes you rather easy to counter. I noticed this playing with some of my friends. I think it was Winfield. He predicted, look in this direction, that's where the heli is coming from, and well, a few seconds later it came from just that direction and killed me. He was lucky enough or skilled enough to shoot him down with the RPG, and right here you see me doing basically the same thing, always strafing from the same direction a few times over. I don't know how many times I actually did this. Now, whether you have as a goal to keep the heli alive for a full round and just go on a crazy kill streak, or whether you want to use the heli as a way of just countering a specific target and then bail out, provide spawn, or try to capture a flag, it's definitely worth learning. If not for any other reason, maybe to pick off a tank that is preventing your team from capturing one of those flags.
Tank on C as well.
Yeah, there is painted. Nice one. Oh, this is bad. They shoot us down. I'll just flare and go get myself some more ammo. Oh, I could have actually shot a little bit there. Enemy heli could be up anytime now. Okay, C.
Oh, heli. Got him.
Nice. Got a few. Okay, getting up again. Oh,
that's a jet. He's a dirty bastard. I can't see any vehicles. Oh, there's a vehicle in front of E.
okay.
They're trying to get there. Like, let's get rid of it.
Yeah. Look at how slowly it ascends. It's so annoying.
Yeah. There he is.
Now, one of the biggest problems with vehicle gameplay, well, or I don't know if it's the biggest problem, but a little bit of an irritation thing, is that you can't lock it or prevent people from stealing it if you go outside in order to repair it. I don't understand why this is something that hasn't been implemented in Battlefield, but it seems to be just something that is either neglected or maybe they just want it this way. So here, I almost got killed by a jet and decided to repair, and lo and behold, what happens? Somebody spawns into it and steals it, and it doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing, because a few seconds later he just crashed right away. Now, as you've seen, I'm playing with a guy named Winfield, and we met in a game called PlanetSide 2. And that game had something called ownership for the vehicle that you spawn. So I think that you should have at least ownership for like maybe 5 or 10 seconds, at least enough time to get out and repair it without it being stolen. But hey, let me know what you think about it. Oh, Winfield! Don't tell me you're AFK. Oh, what? LOL! How do you get up there? Oh no, sorry, I shouldn't have done that. So yes, thank you for watching the video. There's a few minutes left. I hope you will like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope I will see you in the next live stream and in the next video as well. So take good care and have a good day. Ah, RPG.